It's a hidden gem, I'd say. As far as I can remember, actually, just as a kid, we've been coming here every summer since. Now I own it, and this is what I'm doing. The beaches here are beautiful. It's not just the music, it's the beaches, the hiking, you know, a feeling, right? And people feel gratitude. Our big thing is making people unwind and unplug and get back to nature. Life's always stressful when you're working, and that's why I created this to, you know, share with other families so they can have that same feeling. Our guests regularly really decompress by the time they leave. Even if they look stressed when they come, they look like different people when they leave. And you know, we have great reviews just for that feeling that we're providing for them. So this is why I share it. And it feels good. It's a great business, and it's nice to see people relax and unwind.
Pack your bags and join me as we head down home to the community of Judique in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, to meet with Scott Archer, the owner and creative visionary behind Archer's Edge Luxury Camping. A stunning retreat built on the land that has been in his family since 1891. But that's not all. We'll also visit other local businesses and explore all the natural wonders this community has to offer. Join me as we head down home in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia.
Scott, thank you so much for having me. This land that we're on has been in your family for quite a long time.
Yes, since 1890, it is when my great-great-grandparents were awarded it back in the 1800s. So yeah, a few years.
Wow, and so they came over from Scotland?
That's right, yeah. They came over with a lot of Scottish people, a lot of Scottish settlers in the area, so yeah.
Wow, and has this land always been a part of your life then? I'm imagining it was.
Yeah, as far as I can remember, actually, just as a kid, my grandmother and my mother actually grew up in the house across the road, and we've been coming here every summer since, and yeah, now I own it, and this is what I'm doing.
You didn't grow up here, though? You grew up in a different part of Nova Scotia?
Yeah, I grew up in Cole Harbour, Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, but as I said, spent all my summers here. But yeah, Cole Harbour was fun too, but quite a difference, yeah.
Did you find that coming here in the summers with your family was kind of a way to like decompress, get back to nature and your family?
Absolutely, yeah. I was always in the woods running around with my cousins and family, and yeah, it always felt great coming here, refreshed, yeah.
Refreshed, yeah. I found that too. I had a place that I used to go growing up, and I would kind of be able to deal with the rest of the city life once I'd had
Sure.
that, you know, summertime in nature with my family.
Yeah.
It's kind of a similar thing for you?
Same thing, and even my family, you could feel the tension release, right? I mean, life's always stressful when you're working, and that's why I created this to, you know, share with other families so they can have that same feeling, yeah.
That's such a beautiful thing to offer as well, because not everyone has the ability or the chance to get that feeling, and, you know, city life can be a little bit stressful, so to be able to come out here and look at the ocean and be in the trees, it's a pretty special thing to be able to provide for other people.
Absolutely. You know, and our guests regularly really decompress by the time they leave. Even if they look stressed when they come, they look like different people when they leave. And you know, we have great reviews just for that feeling that we're providing for them. So this is why I share it. And you know, it feels good. It's a great business, and it's nice to see people relax and unwind.
Where did your inspiration come from? Because I imagine part of it had to do with your childhood and wanting to share that. But when did you decide that you wanted to come back? Was it something you were always thinking in the back of your mind, or?
Yeah, it was always sitting in my head to come back here to my roots. And you know, the work I was doing for fiber optics, I was traveling, you know, it'd be weeks at a time. So it was way more than I was home. And you know, fortunately, we had this land in our family, and you know, I decided to come down for a summer, and I lived off grid. And I had a friend staying in New Brunswick at a place called Ridgeback Lodge, actually, and I think they were the first ones to have domes in Eastern Canada anyways. And I think it was a German couple that did it. So I was like, you know, this is great. And my friend said it took her over a year to get into this dome. And I did my research, and they're great. They're wind resistant, and you know, they're not a super expensive thing to put up. And the return has been great. Awesome. Yeah.
I mean, wind resistant is a huge thing here.
Exactly. Yeah. First season was scary. You know, it was Hurricane Dorian came up, and you know, I was nervous about what was going to happen, but at the same time, obviously, I closed down. I wouldn't have guests up here for a hurricane, but they withstood the whole thing, and then it set such a nice bar where even while guests are here, I know they're completely safe. So it was a good test, as much as it stressed me out. But you know, I'm past those days now, 6 years later. So yeah.
I love the dome concept. What is it that guests can sort of expect when they come here? What are some of the things that you offer, and what's the experience like?
Well, at the domes themselves, we have there's a kitchenette inside as soon as you walk in, and we have a coffee machine, nice queen-size bed, and there's a washroom with hot showers. So it's, you know, you're basically camping, but it's glamping, right? Glamorous camping. So you can expect that in the domes with a beautiful ocean view.
That sounds incredible. I mean, you basically walk in and there's a bed that's overlooking the ocean, and it also feels very private too. I know you have a number of them lined up, but you don't really see anyone else while you're there.
That's right. Yeah, it's there's no real visibility between the domes, and there are seats outside, and you can see your neighbors. But we have a communal fire pit where the guests can gather if they decide to. If not, they can enjoy their private time, and it's a great spot for people to get to know each other and find out where they're from. I mean, as I said, there's international people here, so everyone can chat, and great place to enjoy. It's adults only, so it keeps it quite quiet that way, but you know, a few people like to have fun at the fire, but never out of hand. And also we have e-bikes for guests. If they decide to go on a little trip, they can rent them from us. It's through Mike's e-bikes, and he has a place in Malibu as well. Other than that, you know, your fires, your barbecues that sit on your decks, and we have a lot of guests that come here the first year, and they'll do the Cabot Trail, and then they'll come back, and their return visits, they just decide to stick close just because they don't want to waste any time. They'd rather sit here and really unwind, yeah. We're not out in the middle of nowhere. There's stuff to do, and there's places to eat, and you know, it's great. The trails, we have 92 kilometers of trail. It's called the Celtic Shores Trail. So a lot of people are bringing their own e-bikes. As I said, you can rent them, and they'll spend the whole day on the trails. And I think fall is the best time to do that with the leaves changing color. And the one thing I haven't tried yet, but I was thinking we could try today, is the Twisted Roots, it's called, and they have a goat walk. And I haven't tried it, so I'd love to go see that. And I'll offer it next year for my guests and the end of this year. So yeah.
Oh, so we're gonna do a little trial here.
Might as well.
We might as well. Also, I love goats. This sounds like a great idea. Thank you so much for bringing me here to Twisted Roots Farm and to meet Will. Tell me a little bit about the business.
Well, we've been here for about 7 years now, and we're a small off-grid farm. We do a lot of seasonal vegetables, and we also do raise some livestock. We have goats, we have pigs, chickens, and we also do some agritourism, and we take people here through the woods, and we take them on walks with goats.
I love that. I love goats. I love walks in the woods. Perfect.
What more could you ask for, right?
Will, I love the concept that you have here. How did you grow up here? What inspired you to open Twisted Roots Farm?
Well, we moved here 7 years ago from British Columbia. And I think what inspired us to come here was just the land and the opportunities to homestead and to have a larger tract of land.
I'm also from BC, so it is a little bit, it's beautiful there, but also so beautiful here. It just feels like home and a little bit more accessible to be able to do something like this.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, we were on a small half-acre holding back home, and here we were just able to do so much more.
How was it moving into this community? This is quite an established community and you got to open a business. What was that like?
The community's been awesome. I mean, they've been very supportive of what we're doing here. We're doing some things that are maybe a little bit different, but I think farming has a long history here in Cape Breton and in this community, so reviving some of those roots, so to speak, has been awesome and has been very well received.
Oh, that's wonderful. It's wonderful that you can do something that gives back to the community and you also get to be more involved as well. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's been a huge learning curve for us, just farming and doing what we're doing here, but it's really been great to meet all the different people here and the support that we've been receiving. I also love that in this community you get to collaborate with other businesses. Scott bringing me here, and this is something that you're thinking about featuring, or you will be featuring, as something that guests at your place can enjoy.
Absolutely. We have the e-bikes from Mike's e-bikes that we collaborate with now, and I thought this would be a great idea, another unique idea that we could take the e-bikes from the domes to this place and go for a goat walk and, you know, experience part of the culture and stop into the interpretive center on your way back, listen to some fiddle tunes and put it all together, right? And, you know, it keeps everything in the community and we work together, yeah.
You are a working farm in this community. Are there other businesses that you sell to or work with or collaborate? What are some of the things that you get to experience here?
Well, we attend the Mabou Farmers Market each week. So when we go there, we bring all of our fresh produce. And we also do a lot of handcrafted items that are made from the farm. So we have locally made soaps, and we do some cutting boards and different handcrafted items that we make here that are sourced directly from the farm.
Wow, got lots of things going on.
We do.
Both your businesses are relatively new within the last 6 to 7 years. How has that been coming into this community and sort of new businesses opening up, new collaborations? Have you seen a lot of change? Have you seen a lot of new people coming here? How's that been?
Yeah, I think it's been very inspiring, just seeing some of the different businesses that are starting to be created in the community. I know when we started, there wasn't maybe a lot happening, but seeing some of the businesses like Scott's that are popping up and offering really unique accommodations, different things that, say, like we're doing with some tourism, and just having the access to the Mabou Farmers Market. I think there's a lot of things that we're doing that we're working together to try to create and showcase really great products. And I mean, the area is just so beautiful here that, you know, more people have to come here and just explore what is here in this area.
Well, I love goats. So I'm really excited that we're going to go on a goat walk. Can you tell me some of the things that you expect if we were just coming here to visit you, what we're going to do, what's going to happen when we go down to see the goats, which I'm really excited about. I'll just say that again because I am.
Well, we start off with one goat, so just to kind of introduce folks to one, because they are fairly large. They're an alpine breed, so they're one of the largest breeds of goats. And so we start up here, we meet the group up here, and we start with one where we introduce people to the goat, and then we go down and we pick up the whole herd, which we have 22 goats right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they just follow us down the trail?
They totally just follow us down the trail, yeah. They love being around people. They love the affection, and the forests here are just beautiful. We have a beautiful brook that flows through the property and some wonderful old growth trees. So it's really, it's such an amazing adventure just to take people on, you know, a 45-minute walk and be surrounded by goats.
Nature and goats.
Mm-hmm.
And the goats are social, so they're having a great time too.
Absolutely. They get to eat along the way, so it's perfect.
Amazing. I'm really excited to check this out. Scott, was this your first time doing this walk?
First time, yeah, and I regret it now. It won't be the last time, that's for sure. Yeah.
No, you can't get enough of this.
No, it's awesome. So relaxing. Yeah.
It'll be it's such a unique experience too, and it's so cool that you'll be able to, offer that to people who come to
Perfect.
see you
Yeah,
and collaborate together a bit.
Why not? Yeah, absolutely.
Scott, I'm so glad that you are adding this to an experience that your guests can have, and also mostly for me, because I got to experience it today. It was so fun. It was just really incredible, and it was so lovely to meet you, Will. This is a pretty special place you have here.
Oh, awesome. I'm so glad we could help you out here today.
Now, I know that we're going to be doing, in the future, there will be Mike's e-bikes that you can take down here to enjoy this incredible experience.
That's right. Yeah.
And then from there, you were mentioning another spot that we maybe go to.
We're thinking the Interpretive Center. It's in Judique, and it really holds a lot of the culture for the music locally. And there's a museum in there, and usually live music every day in the summer. So we can pop by there and maybe have a drink or a bite or whatever you'd like.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, awesome.
This is a really great place to end our tour for today.
No kidding, eh?
Yeah.
Lovely little spot. We just missed a Kaylee, but they usually happen until 2 o'clock. So next time we'll make sure we get to one of those.
Absolutely, especially after our, goat excursions and then a Kaylee. That sounds like a perfect day.
Yes. We'll do an e-bike as well next time too. So.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And I mean, people who come to stay with you are going to have a really good time doing that
Absolutely. Yeah.
tour, that loop.
Yeah. Can't wait. Yeah.
And what is it that you love or you find so special about this particular spot, about the Celtic Music Interpretive Center?
Just the culture it holds, right? You don't, as people get older, younger generations, it's nice to have a spot that really carries the heritage through. And as the area grows, new cultures arrive, and it's nice to have the original culture, kept alive. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, because it's great to have multiple cultures, and then just, having a spot where you can also just share this one as well is really important.
Exactly. Yeah. It's great for growth. And, yeah. I love coming down here. It's relaxing, and it brings me back to my roots myself, Scottish roots, and see a lot of familiar faces when I come visit, and the talent's always top notch. So, yeah.
And is this kind of like the place where a lot of the town sort of congregates?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a big, family kind of event too. Will come in, and you can find this place is usually jam-packed through the summer, and because of the talent and just family unity and community. So, yeah.
What are some of your favorite things to do around here, aside from goat walks and...
I'm biking, and You know, the ATV, I have an ATV and we do runs, and I invite people up to our resort there for ATVs, side-by-sides, and they can get on the 92-kilometer Celtic Shores Trail, which is actually accessible to here. And we find a lot more people are using that, and I love that, and that can take you to all the beaches, and pretty well can do an entire day on the trail, and end up at all the restaurants you want to, the beaches, and then a beautiful spot like this.
Where are some of your favorite places to go, the restaurants here or stores in town?
Favorites, I like them all for different reasons. For this place, it would be the music, and the Red Shoe would be another great spot to mention. That's owned by one of the Rankin families, and it's Heather Rankin actually that owns it, and they have incredible talent there too. I mean, other than that, the Clove Hitch is great. That's in Port Hood. It's a little closer to the Domes, and yeah, there's the Admiral Pub as well. That's more of a local pub, but they do, you know, they've got the locals who love having a good time, and you can always hear an old story from them, which is nice to see too.
I know that you grew up coming here in the summer to spend time with your family, but it's obviously stayed very close to your heart because you've come back again. What is it that makes this area, this place so special to you?
There's lots of different reasons. I mean, really, it's just the energy here and the laid-back feel. You know, everyone's so inviting, and that speed has not changed since I can remember. It's always been the same. Even in the more population here, we still have that same feeling. So that's why I was like, you know what, I'm gonna plant some roots here myself, and you know, maybe build a family or at least join the community. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Continue to just be part of the community and get some of that energy. And it says a lot about the community that even no matter how many people are here, the same energy stays. Exactly. It's magnetic. I've lived all across the country, and you know, home is where the heart is, and especially this place, Judique itself. So yeah, love it. Pretty special. Yeah. What are some of the challenges that you may have faced, if there were any, opening up in a smaller town, in this community? How did that go for you? I'd say the biggest challenge was being away for so long from here and not knowing a lot of the business owners locally. So, you know, networking and finding out who builds roads, and, you know, there was so much infrastructure we had to get put in place, right? And that was probably the most challenging part, but once I got to meet them, they knew who my family was. There's always a connection some way or another. They were in full support, and I never felt like anyone was trying to get me or for me not to succeed. And, you know, the community really came together and supported me. And so that sense of community and support for each other, it follows you all the way up the coast? Absolutely, actually right around the trail when it comes down to it. I have a few good connections through Destination Cape Breton, which is the local tourism industry. And they've been amazing too. And I've got 3 or 4 numbers in my phone I can dial or text at any point. They can recommend another place to stay. You know, we can't allow children where we're at just because of the area. We're on the side of a cliff. So we have a lot of people that ask if they can bring their children, but I always have a recommendation. And instead of just saying no, and you know, if we're overbooked, we can call other people. And it's a real tight right around the whole Cabot Trail. Yeah, it's great. It's never felt better. And it took a little time to get there, but well worth the effort. We're all in it together when it comes down to it. So all those things extend into your reputation, so you might as well support each other, and you have fun doing it. You like to see other people succeed, right? Oh, absolutely. Brings back tenfold, right? So, yeah. This has been so much fun, Scott. Thank you so much for having me and taking me on this little adventure. I didn't even know we'd be going on this adventure today. It's been wicked. Fantastic, yeah. So awesome. Cheers. Cheers to that. Cheers to you. It's been a pleasure.